Hello and welcome to a chip off the old block toys. I'm Jeff, and today we're going to continue and finish this beauty right here. This is set number 910033, the old train shed engine shed, excuse me. And this set has 2,331 pieces and 6 minifigures. We did start this earlier today, and we're going to finish it today. Sorry, I got a little tired on the first stream, and I had to make sure that I took a nap. It's always important, especially at my age, to get your nap in. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to go ahead and switch things here. And Greg, how you doing? Thanks for returning. I did try to get Rumble Studios going. However, it is malfunctioning for some reason. I do not understand it. It's going to take some more time, maybe like watching a couple of videos or something. I don't know. I got to figure it out. So, but here we are. Oh, that's nice. It got rid of it for me. Okay. Well, I had the instructions up. Let me do that again. There we go. And Greg says he had Tex-Mex tonight. Awesome. I actually haven't had anything yet. Don't know what I'm going to do for dinner. So let's do this. Slide everything out of the way. Hello, Cajun Yeti. Did you want to join? If you did, I could send you an invite. In fact, I forgot to do that. I was going to do that for anybody who wanted to join. Let's see. Okay, Cajun. Oh, well, that's nice. I brought up Instagram, and it brought me up Haley Welch, otherwise known as the Hawk Tui girl. Yeah, I wasn't trying to do that. So let's see. Notifications, messages. There's Cajun Yeti. All right, let me get one of these invites going. It's funny. I used to be in IT, but I'm not an expert. There we go. We got the invite sent. And oh, come on. Now my mouse is disappearing. There we go. This is one of those days I'll have to be brave enough to join you and Steve once. One of these days you'll okay, well, John, you are always welcome. And I don't tolerate people being mean to my guests. So if that's a fear. Please let it go. It's not going to happen. All right. Hey, Yeti, how you doing, man?
What's going on?
Oh, man, just waking up from a nap.
Man, I cleaned out my Lego shop today, my Lego room today, moved around a bunch of things, making some more room to make a bigger table. Hey, John.
Sweet,
hey,
man.
Greg.
Oh, Ghost Green Man. It's been a while since I've seen him. How you doing, man?
Ghost Green Man.
So you said you were cleaning up today?
Yep.
Cool, man.
I've been wanting to get it done, and I finally got it done.
Yeah. I totally get it, because my problem is this. Look, I do a project. I finish the project, but I don't clean up, and I think to myself, I'll get to it later. And before I know it, I've got 20 different piles everywhere that need to be fixed up.
That's the reason why this thing is sitting right here, because I got to put this thing on a Mills plate.
Yeah.
I took a break from doing the Mills plate because that cooking mark ate my lunch.
So, just out of curiosity, I mean, I've asked other people this, so I want your take on this. What is your opinion of Mills plates?
I love them. That's the only way I can move the friend's apartment that I have, that big one that I did.
Yeah.
That's the only way I can move it. because that thing is way too heavy. Otherwise, I'd have to take it down by layer by layer by layer. I could pick it up off a mill's plate and just walk off with it with one hand. It strengthens a lot of other sets. And also, you can go all the way down to a base plate if you want to for like different levels and stuff like that. You could shape better. It just depends on what you're outtake and what you're going to be doing but you also got to think of this too. When you're moving this stuff and when the new modular is going to come out, you're going to want it. You got to move your city. So what are you going to do? And the way that they intertwine and they lock together, because every single modular I have is on a mill's plate. Every single one. I believe in them. Now, if you don't have the bricks for it, yeah, I could understand that. But hit your bricks and minifigure store here, hit the mom and pop shop, hit Chip Off the Old Block Toys if he has any of them on his stuff.
Yeah, and see, I agree with you when it comes to the Mills plates. I like them. I like them a lot, actually.
They use so many pieces.
Yeah, that's the only negative thing I hear occasionally is someone will say, "Well, I don't like the cost." Well, I mean, it's like everything else. You get what you pay for, and if you don't use it, you're going to have the frustrations of these flimsy base plates. So your building's going to fall apart when you move them, and you can't do lighting very well. So you get what you pay for.
That's right. Chip Off the
And let's see. I was thinking about going to Delta Downs Yeti. Okay, I don't know what that is, but
I don't either. I'm trying to figure that out. What's Delta Downs, Stephanie? Is it in Bro Bridge? I know. Greg said he's thinking about going to Delta Downs. I don't know what that is. It's a casino. Where's it at, Greg? You can tell we don't go to casinos. I only know Kashada and another one of the other ones. I used to go over there just for the food. That's the only good thing about them. Some of them casinos.
yeah. There's an Indian reservation not too far from me, and they have a casino, but I've never been to it. I don't really go to them either.
I think we have one right by my house. They have one. They have like 2 or 3 of them by my house, and then they have truck stops that have them in there now. So it's like it's everywhere. It's like a disease. It's a trap. Oh, it's around Lake Charles, man. You gonna be. He said it's around Lake Charles. That's Lake Charles is about an hour and 45-minute drive from me. To me being to go there. My dad was born in Sulphur, the city right next to it. So my family originated closer to Texas than anything else. That's as much as I know for sure. So how was your day, Chip?
My day's gone really well, actually. Hasn't gone the way I originally thought it would, but it hasn't been bad at all. First of all, I woke up late, which is a problem.
Oh yeah, that's a problem. That's not good.
What's that?
Oh, that's not bad. So you woke up late. What, you had work today?
No. But I usually get up.
So you can get stuff done.
Yeah, I was just so tired because I had complications last night with my sleep apnea mask, and
Oh,
so
that
I didn't
sucks.
sleep very well. And by the time I woke up, it was like 2 hours later than I usually wake up. So I didn't get a lot of things done that I wanted to, but you know something, it's turned out good, and I'm working towards trying to figure out this Rumble thing, but it ain't cooperating with me doing the live stream. It's supposed to be able to do both YouTube and Rumble at the same time, but
Right?
yeah, it ain't working.
I like Rumble. And he said, I didn't know Greg was right in Orange, Texas. That's right outside Louisiana for me. It's 2 hours for me to get to you. Because I live off of exit 115, basically. And I'm like right there by the exit by that famous I-10. That
And
that's a heck of an interstate. Goes all the way to California. Did you know that, Chip?
yeah, well, let's say hello to Mrs. Yeti.
Hey, Mrs. Yeti. She's in the background. Hello.
Do you mind me asking how long? I think you did tell me earlier. You guys have been married. You said since what?
We've been married for 13 years and we've been together since 2006, September 16th, 2006.
Okay, yeah. I think I'm sorry. I realize now you did
No,
say
no, no.
that.
Good. You're good. Hey, man, I forget stuff too. It's all good. As long as you don't forget you and your wives, that's all that matters.
Well, I,
Uh,
I don't know if I've told you, but my wife and my mom have the same birthday. So if I forget that day, I'm in a heap of trouble.
yeah, you're in a lot of trouble. Ooh, double trouble. You want to hear something funny? Our oldest boy was born on her mother's birthday.
Okay,
So I can never forget my mother-in-law's birthday. That's crazy, huh?
that's pretty cool.
You work at Texas Travel Center. Okay, I might have to. If we ever go through, if I ever going toward Houston, man, I haven't been to Houston in over a couple of years now. Man, Houston is huge. That is a huge city, bro. They got that thing in sections.
So you're if I remember right, you're close to the Louisiana Texas border.
I'm about 2 hours away from New Orleans, and I'm 2 hours away from Texas.
Okay,
They consider us the heart of Cajun country. That's what they consider us.
well, I guess
I've
that's better.
always Hmm?
I
I'm
was gonna
sorry.
say I guess that's better than me considering the armpit, right? No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I've never been where you live, so I'm not insulting and I'm just playing around.
I know. It ain't. Trust me, I talk crap about it all the time. How you like this? They turn off our water today to work on a main line in the middle of the day.
Oh man.
People are stupid around here, bro. My mama did. I would thank you. They are some special people around here, man. Oh man, me and Tiffany had. I mean, Mrs. Yeti had to go to Walmart to get gallons of water so we could flush our commodes. Man, it was out until like almost 4 o'clock this afternoon.
See now, where I live, the closest Walmart's an hour away.
That's awesome.
I
The
we're,
reason why I'm gonna explain the reason why I'm saying that. I like isolated areas.
oh yeah,
I'm a country boy.
we are definitely isolated, but that is exactly why I love being here. Uh, like,
Away from people, less drama, less stress that you got to attend to. Yes, it's going to make a while for you to get to where you need to go or where you got to go. But I tell you what, ain't nothing like a peace of mind at the end of the day.
well, you see, that's exactly why I like it, though. If someone wants to mess with you, they also have to come a long way to get to you.
Oh, John says he has medical issues. He needs to live close to doctor. Well, I can understand that too. Mrs. Yeti wants to know if you ever tried Boudin.
No, I have not.
Oh man, I don't know how to ship it, man. That's the thing. If I knew how to ship it frozen, I'd send you some, tell you how to cook it. And it's simple too. You can steam it in a rice pot or you can boil it on the stove. It's what it is. It's like sausage, right? But it's encased. Buddha is some good stuff. Yeah, he knows what I'm talking about. Oh, you're from Florida, John. I didn't know that. I got a lot of friends from Florida.
Yeah, John's been a good friend of mine. God, I think we were in Germany starting in 2008, and that's why I remember meeting him. Uh, but I met John out of all places. We used to play a Facebook online game together, and
Well, I don't know if this helps you, but you did inspire me to buy that thing.
oh, that's cool, man.
Dude, I
That's
saw it and I was like, oh, this would go so good around.
it's an awesome set, man.
It was, I just thought, I'm sorry for cutting you off, but
Well, you're fine.
it reminded me of you did inspire me. I was sitting the other night, man, watching you build that. Laying in bed, I'm looking at all the things. I find one guy, and I think I get it for like, I got it for about $15 to $20 more than retail value, but that's not bad
So,
considering what that castle said you've been building on.
oh,
That thing there is $600+ now.
yeah, they've gotten nuts with this pricing, the secondhand market. But that's kind of what kills me, though. I don't really want to complain about Lego too long, but they do irritate me that they say they don't like the secondary market, but by only making anywhere from 10 to 30,000 of these sets, they're just begging for people to buy them and then resell them for inflated prices. So they're helping the secondary market.
Yeah, at the same time, but then again, could you think about it like this too? You make something like that rare, you're gonna make more people spend more money.
Yeah.
And you're gonna make people want it day one, and then you're gonna have the FOMO crowd, and stuff like that. I'm glad I've been dealing with that stuff.
Well, Greg says here he's been craving some blackened Mississippi catfish with crawfish. I do not.
Etouffee on top, bruh. Tiffany, I can't eat I can't eat catfish, but we make one heck of a crawfish etouffee. What an etouffee is basically, it's a gravy.
Okay.
And it's mixture with all people do it in all different type of ways and stuff like that. There's brown etouffee and there's a red one. It just depends on your household and how you make them. And dude, that's like some of the best food in the world. You make your potato salad with that. Oh, make you want to slap your mama.
I actually have a can of that spice called Slap Your Mama.
See, I don't like the regular one. The red, if you can find the red with the spiciness in it, that's the best. I'm a spicy nut. I never tried crawfish. Man, you missing out, bro. Make sure when you do it, you come to Louisiana. You in Louisiana and you try it out. Trust me on that. I've had crawfish out of this state. No bueno. That's no good in 2 different languages.
I had a great grandfather born in Kaplan. I don't know where that's at.
Kaplan. That's Kaplan, Louisiana. That's in one of the parishes. That's
Okay.
right down the road from where he's at. That's Lake Charles area. That's by Abbeville? Oh, okay. Boy, that's closer to us. Yeah, a little bit south than us. My ancestors used to own a lot of property in Opelousas. That's like almost getting up there towards Alexander, Louisiana. It's in the center of the state. My dad moved us out here in '84 we were living in Rain, Louisiana. And that's maybe about 35 minutes away from Lake Charles. And he moved us all the way out here so he could become a fishing guide. And he wanted the sportsman paradise. I mean, you got Toledo Bend out here, you got the basin, you know. He learned that basin like the back of his hand. In the 90s, late 80s, early 90s, he was doing this show called The Great Outdoors with Kim Kennard that would come on Fox 15 every Saturday morning. And they ended up taking out Alan Jackson. I thought that was pretty cool. My dad was famous around here for that. Oh, you know Alan Jackson?
That's pretty cool, man.
So he would go out from Monday through Friday I'm not kidding you, he'd be on that water at 5 a.m. When the sun was hitting up, he was getting to where he was looking for fish. He would scout for the fish all week long. And he'd find them, and then he'd bring Kim out there to fish. Pretty good memories, man. Ate a lot of fish growing up. That's how I found out I was allergic to catfish.
Oh,
Now,
really?
We call sockeye, what y'all call white perch. We call them sockeye down here. That's some good eating. I can have that. Hey, Mrs. Yetter, you have a question in the chat. I don't do it, but I know a lot of people that do, John. It's John. He asked, do they really suck the heads of the crawfish? Yeah. Yep, Tiffany does. Yep, she loves it, man. We usually stuff the heads of crawfish too. A banana frosty sounds great right now. A banana frosty, that sounds great right now. This dude always talk about food. He gonna make us hungry.
So what is a banana foster?
Frosty? A froster?
Oh, okay.
Like a frosty, I think it is. Or me, I don't know. I'm thinking it's the bread. I think I might have read it wrong. Is it like the chocolate frosties that you get at Wendy's? Chocolate frosties are amazing.
Well, awesome.
They're not good for you, but they taste good.
Oh, boy. Lots of windows put together here.
You know, we had people that used to come down here for the Crawfish Festival from all parts of the world. We had people from Maine, Germany. We've had people from all across the world. It used to be a huge deal. That's what Bro Bridge is famous for. That's what crawfish capital of the world. Have you ever eaten crawfish? Yeah.
I have.
That's good. That's some good food.
Yeah. When I had it with like a buttery sauce, and I'm gonna tell you, it was great.
It probably was good like that. We use the Cajun seasonings,
Okay.
crab balls and stuff like that. I can either make it spicy for you or I can make it mild. Not too many people can handle the spice. They like it as sauce. You remember that on SNL? You don't like it as sauce? I like it as sauce. You like it as sauce?
That's pretty cool. So I don't normally like talking about other YouTubers, but I did want to say that I was on your stream. I think it was Thursday or Friday, and Cliff was on there saying he's having some serious health issues, and I really,
Yeah, he has kidney stone. It's
Okay.
really big, and they're gonna have to take it out of him.
oh, okay. Well,
That's
I
what
was,
I'm talking about, Greg. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say that's I wish him the best because I really like Cliff. I think Cliff's a good guy.
Yeah, Cliff's a good guy. I like
Oh,
him. I
and
think I'll keep him.
go ahead, man. Sorry.
No, you're good. I said I think I'll keep him. He's a nice friend.
Well, I was gonna say I felt bad earlier because I realized after my stream that I forgot to mention somebody. I mentioned that I support you and Steve, and I should have also said that I support John as a YouTuber as well. John, who's in the chat right now. John, if you want to throw a link to your latest video, please do. John's video centered around his dog, Rue. And Rue's a cute little. Well, I'm gonna let him say whatever he wants to say. I ain't gonna ruin it for him, but she's a cute dog.
I subbed to him earlier.
Okay.
I did give him a sub earlier, so I'm gonna check his channel out later on this evening. I'm always looking for content to watch, especially whenever I'm like building and I'm not doing anything.
Same here. One of my latest, I guess, channels that I started watching here in the last few weeks. He's got over 1 million subscribers, but I had never heard of him until a couple weeks ago. He's called the Fat Electrician.
That's a heck of a name, bro. That's
It is.
You know why I call myself the Cajun Yeti, right?
No.
I'm a Cajun, I'm white, and I'm hairy. It's better than being known as a Cajun Fluffy. Yep, we do pork and sausage jambalaya. We do a pork basically jambalaya, man. That's good. That's good eating there.
Pork and sausage. Oh man.
Man, it really is that jambalaya. The way that we get it, we cook everything homemade. Everything's from scratch. Nothing's from a box. I don't like box. Hey, calm down, you. That's okay. I'm gonna go drop you off somewhere.
What kind of dog you got?
A Chihuahua.
Oh, okay. Well, years ago, Mrs. Chip used to have what's called a Chiweenie.
Yeah, that's the little ones. The itty bitty ones.
I did not like that thing because,
That thing bites. They mean.
well, I mean, like I don't have a problem with smaller dogs, but this particular dog had a problem with being small and tried to act all big and tried nipping at me a few times. I put an end to that.
The spray bottle.
Oh, Greg, when you said you don't like anything in the box, Greg says except hamburger helper.
I don't know. Mrs. Yeti figured out a recipe last night. She made a type of hamburger helper that was homemade. That came out delicious. She had the same content. It was good in season. It was almost the same content of a box. It was good. I ate it. And then we do this other thing called dog food over here. It's ground meat, rice, and potatoes. And what you do is you season your ground meat up, you fry it up first, and then you put your potatoes in and you cook that for a long period of time. And then you add your rice and your ground meat together, and then you mix it up like that, and you serve it. That's what they used to do in the poor man's meals to stretch the food. Ground meat was cheap.
Poor man meals. That sounds like anything I eat.
I like that. I like those meals.
Oh, so do I. And I've actually thought about doing a different type of live stream. I don't know if I actually will, but one of my favorite dishes is chicken enchiladas. And when I do my chicken enchiladas, everything comes from scratch except for the sour cream in it and the shells, the tortilla shells. Or yeah. And I've thought about doing a live stream on that, but it takes about 2.5 hours to cook it up because it's all from scratch.
My favorite Mexican food is green chili enchiladas.
Green chili? All right. Oh, man.
I like me some green chili.
I don't know what. I just knocked something right off my building. I don't even know what it was.
Uh-oh. What you building tonight? Is that the train station I missed out on?
Yeah, it's the train shed from the same series as that Snack Shack.
Now, I'm hoping that when they come around again, that I'll have the extra to where on my card to where I could just order it right then and there. Because I'm hoping that we get another train something. I'm gonna need a train shed. And I wasn't thinking when this round came out. I love barbecue. I don't care where it's from, Texas or wherever. And they do a lot of barbecuing out there in Texas. Known for that. Known for their steaks and barbecue. Y'all think New York has some steaks? There's a reason why they say everything's bigger in Texas. I'm not joking. When you see a half a cow sitting on your plate, you're like, oh, I'm not gonna eat this.
Yeah.
You walking out the restaurant with lead-itis trying not to. They pull you over for that. They think you're drunk. I ain't drunk. I ate too much.
Oh man, I've actually been to Texas a couple times now because of Miss Chip being stationed there, and so I like it quite a bit.
That's where she's at.
Yeah, she's at Fort Hood, or what used to be Fort Hood.
Okay, I know exactly where she's at.
Actually,
yeah, that's where Matthew had to deploy from. Her brother's in the military still. He's an OC now. He's an officer. And where's he stationed? I think he's in South Korea right now.
Oh, she just came back from South Korea.
Yeah, he's in Korea. Oh, yeah, and Bucky's. Oh, guess what? We're getting a Bucky's. And it's going to be only down the road from my house.
Those are huge, man.
Yes. Yeah, but man, they got so much stuff inside there. Never been. Yeah, I know. We never been to Bucky's, but man, I've seen so many people videos and stuff like that. I'm kind of excited for it. We've passed by a bunch of them, Tiff. So we're getting one. I was shocked to see that.
Yeah, I've been to one. I think it was February or was it January? When Mrs. Chip first got down there, we drove down there from here from Idaho. It's a 22-hour drive.
Brother.
And Greg had talked about them to me a couple times, so I made sure when I saw it, to stop in. And man, I was surprised. Like this particular
Louisiana, and y'all went by Lafayette or Bro Bridge, and you didn't tell me. Oh.
Well, I didn't go that way, but yeah, it's It's amazing, like the amount of gas pumps they have. Like there was
Mm-hmm.
like two, I don't know what you call them, like big old islands of gas stations.
Yeah, they're huge, man. I think they had like 37 different pumps,
Yeah,
32 or somewhere ridiculous number like that. This is like, wow, I've never seen, I've been to Baytown and Madisonville once. Dude, I've rolled through those towns. I've never been like to hang out or anything. I tell you what, though, Christmas time around Natchitoches, Louisiana, is so beautiful up there. They decorate everything. That's just like the original Acadiana village, the original first settlers that came when they came to Louisiana.
okay.
They light all that up. You should see that, man. It's stuck in time. There's no electricity in there at all. All them old buildings and stuff like that. We go every year almost because we take Rylan to it. Choose a cold. That's the best time to go look at Christmas lights anyway. It doesn't feel like Christmas unless it's cold.
So Greg saying that the longest car wash in the world is at the Katy Bucky's. Okay.
Wow.
No, I've never been to that one, but
You know, I didn't realize you were so far up north.
oh me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You
was.
almost get, you almost get speak to Canadians, eh? No, I'm joking.
Yeah, almost. If I remember right, though, I've known you for a couple of years now. Uh, I think when we first met, I was living actually about 2 hours south of here. I was living in Utah, and then I moved up to Idaho about 2 years ago.
Yeah, comment. Your wife's telling you good night.
Oh, well, good night, Mrs. Chip. Nice of you to stop in. Uh, that's all right. I give Miss Chip a hard time every time I can. But
Well, even my wife, she lurks in my chat. She doesn't say nothing unless if certain people come out. So I feel played sometimes, but it's okay, though. It's all right. I still love her from a distance. No, I'm just joking.
well, I love Miss Chip from a distance too. She's all the way in Texas. I'm up here. Um, but no, you see, that's the thing. Like Mrs. Chip is good. She's got a good sense of humor, and she puts up with me. So she's a keeper.
Bless her heart.
Yeah, that's right.
It's asking me, man. I don't like raising. Yeah, neither one, Greg. They're not good over here anymore. Popeyes is garbage. I can make better rice dressing and stuff like that. And Raising Cane's, it's just overpriced chicken strips. They were good when they first came out, Raising Cane's. I've never was like a big kick on the Cane's. I mean, you spend about $10 for 4 chicken strips, and then they charge you $3 for each chicken strip if you want more. It's like upgrade your menu, make it more. Give me a 10-piece. Yeah, the Popeyes around here, man. If they would make the food correct, it would probably be good. But it's not. We get bad service most of the time, unfortunately. It's horrible on the way that some of the services around here has went down. Yeah, I mean, I want to talk good about Popeyes and Raising Cane's because they're from here. But I gotta speak the truth, you know.
Yeah, I've actually been to Raising Cane's. They've got them in North Carolina, where my daughter and granddaughters live. I've been there a couple times.
Were they any good?
I thought they were, but I do agree with you that they are overpriced.
Man. And it's like, man, I understand everything's in inflation right now, but bro, they've been like that since they first opened. We had one in Lafayette. One of the first ones came, one of the first canes. I think it was like the second or third canes that was out here on this side because the first one's in Baton Rouge. And from what I found out, it's just like I can make that stuff better at home. But they don't make it like they used to. So I remember going to Popeyes, man, and eating. Man, I couldn't get enough of the stuff. Nowadays, it's like they're serving you either the chicken's been sitting there in that warmer for too long, or you're getting raw chicken. Some places, man, I was reading about, especially around here. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of fast food restaurants are better out of this state. Like I don't eat at Burger King anymore because how nasty it is around here. It's gross.
Yeah. Burger King and Subway are the only two fast food joints in town. I don't live in town, by the way. I live just outside of town. But
I know where you at. You on that farm. 3 acres is the place to be. How's Mrs. Chips liking that farm life when she comes in?
I actually I like it a lot. I've got.
No, I'm just picking, man. Yeah,
I
know.
No, you're fine. I do like it though. I've got 11 full-grown hens. A couple months ago, I bought 6 baby chicks, but they're maturing up. They're about 3/4 the size of the grown ones, so they're about ready to be put together.
I'm gonna come back to that. Greg, I agree 100%. Whataburger is better than McDonald's. But yeah, that's pretty cool that you're actually raising livestock. That's pretty cool.
Well, I got rid of the kids, so I need something. I'm just kidding.
I need something to fill my day. I can't just sit around playing with my thumbs.
Oh, that's what I knocked off. I was wondering what I knocked off. I knocked off the sign.
We just got a new Whataburger in Bro Bridge, and dude, it's good. I like their food. Their food's really good. Their hamburgers are good. Man, you're gonna make me hungry. Greg, are you still hungry? You need to go get something to eat, man.
You know something, Greg? I like Chick-fil-A too.
Oh, yes.
The closest one, though, is an hour and 20 minutes from me.
No. The closest one for me is about maybe 10 to 15. I tell you what, though, I'd be only if Walmart and that would be like hours away. That'd be a once a month trip.
For me, I go about every 2 weeks. And it's always funny because I'm always buying a whole bunch. And I had one girl, she was my age, but she was like, she kind of looking at me with all the food I was buying. And she's like, "Oh, you got a big family?" I'm like, "No, actually, I live by myself." She goes, "Really?" And she's like, "Why are you buying all this food?" And I told her, I said, "Well, I mean, I only come down here once a month." And then when she found out that I was single, she kind of started flirting with me. And I was like, "I'm not really single. I just live by myself." But she started flirting with me, and I'm like, "No, I'm good."
It's because you're paying for groceries.
You probably.
The new pickup lines these days. I can pay you groceries, girl. You don't know that.
Well, back when lumber prices were really high, I saw this thing and this little meme, and it had a guy. He was basically naked, but it didn't show it because he had a big old gas can like covering him. And then he had a couple of 2x4s, and he says, "Yeah, ladies, I got what you need. Date me."
That's bad.
But see, what's even worse than that, though, is that I got a sister who lives about 45 minutes away from me, and she is, was she 14 years older than me? Because I'm almost the youngest. And what's really bad is that we go places together, and people all the time, "Oh, is that your wife?" And it's like, hell no, that's my sister. And we even look alike too, so I don't know how people think that we're somehow married. That's just ugh.
It's crazy, man. It's nuts. Bro, when I didn't realize your last name was Carter. I thought that was funny as hell. I was hearing "Welcome back." When you said that on stream earlier today, when you were talking about it, when your son got in trouble, I really did get suspended for that. But maybe I shouldn't have screamed out "Let it rip."
You know something? When I got done with that live stream, my son was downstairs, and he was like, "Did I hear you tell people that story?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Dang it, I was trying to forget it." But it really did happen, and it was the stupidest but funniest thing ever. Because and like I said, I was working for a hospital back then. I was not supposed to get personal calls at work, so I was really upset with her for even thinking that she should call me over something like that. But whatever.
Oh, I agree with you. Oh, I agree. That's stupid. Come on. You know, I even asked the social study teacher if I could be excused. That's the reason why I said "Let it rip." I propped my leg up, and I didn't think it was gonna be that loud, and it was loud. I asked two times. They told me no, twice. Well, you get what you get.
Yeah. Oh shoot. All right. I'm just finishing up this. All right, so I'm gonna turn this around so y'all can see this. I'm thinking this is looking pretty good, but I'm probably biased. So
You should be biased, especially with the money you spent.
So what we did was they have looks like a gutter system right here in this drain pipe. Now this drain pipe looks like something out of a Roadrunner cartoon or something, but it works.
It looks good. That's one that I kicked myself for not having, and the other one is the Lego store.
You know, I'm kicking myself for that too. I want that Lego store now.
Oh man. There is a rumor that we could potentially, for our next modular, could be a Lego store. Just because Bricklink Designer Program put out one that does not include with what Lego can do.
Oh, you know something? I have been forgetting to announce this,
Oh yeah.
and I've been told that I can. So you guys might know that my lug was not a recognized lug, and we just found out last week that our application from Lego was accepted. And
Oh, that's awesome, man.
we are now a registered recognized lug.
That's cool. That is real cool. They got people in Louisiana that's trying to make me the lug president because they don't want to do it.
So do you guys do shows down there?
Yeah, we have two. We have one. John said, "Oh, very good." We have one in Metairie. That's by New Orleans. It's about a Lego store, brick and minifigs. because the Lego store is not actually in New Orleans. It's on the outside because of all the crime and stuff. You know, New Orleans is really bad. The thieving and everything else. Well, anyways, long story short, and we have one in Baton Rouge.
Okay.
I've been invited to 2 of them. I didn't know I was invited to the opening of Bricks and Minifigs. Come to find out, one of the guys that are in the unofficial Louisiana Lug, because we're not official. Why is this not working? My phone must be acting up. It's crazy. Hold on 1 second. And well, come to find out, he's the one that donated the Santa Fe, the Christmas train, the never been opened before sealed Cafe Corner.
Oh wow.
And the Market Street, which I'll be honest with you, I don't care for the Market Street at all. I think it would have been good at a $200 price or $150 price, but I would never pay what they want for it. That was like $2,000 for that thing.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And it was $3,000 for the Cafe Corner.
Yeah, the Market Street was actually didn't. Okay, so when they came out with it, Cafe Corner was not considered a modular because that didn't even exist, that category.
Right, that category didn't exist.
And then they made it into that. And then Market Street was actually, Lego used to have a program where you could go online, design something, and then buy it. And then just like the designer program, it'd take a couple months, but it would come in the mail, and it was all the pieces you need for your custom build. And Market Street was designed by a fan, and it was his personal order, and I guess Lego somehow worked it out with him so that they could sell it. And the box that it came in was a weird blue color, and I bought it, and now I don't really care for it because it doesn't have an interior. But yeah, that's kind of, later on they changed it and said, oh, it's a modular. So yeah, now, or creator expert or whatever.
I like the modular. I like the modulars. That's the first modular I ever built was the detective office.
Yeah.
And it was sorted out through bulk, which was crazy. I know that all that stuff did not just fall. That's the fun stuff. But that got me addicted to building them. I really enjoy building modulars. That's one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah, I've done a couple custom modulars. Library. The McDonald's I did. I didn't actually design it. It was a Lego Ideas that failed to get 10,000 votes, but they never released the instructions. They just had about 5 or 6 pictures of the building, and I copied and saved them, and then I built my own, just using the pictures.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all.
But that's the cool thing about being a part of this lug is that nobody else has done stuff like this, and some of the buildings I bring are very unique. But then again, we got a guy, Rob, who's in our group that Rob's stuff is really cool. Rob has this custom mountain, and he used to have those goats on there back when they were $80. I think they still are actually. But that was part of the problem was that he had a couple of goats on there, and at one of the shows, there's this kid, he was a teenager, and he kept bugging Rob. He's like, well, hey, why don't you sell me that for real cheap? And like the way the kid was asking about it, he was afraid the kid was going to take it. So Rob ended up just taking the goats off of there.
Yeah, I got nervous about that too. They do that. You gotta watch people whenever, especially for these shows and that. I would not recommend ever leaving your table when they have people there, especially Grant, like when they open it up for the public. Yeah, no, I do not recommend that at all.
Yeah, I've only had one thing ever stolen from me at one of these things, and it was kind of embarrassing. It was the Chili's. On my Chili's restaurant, I had a brick built chili pepper on it, and that disappeared one show and never turned back up.
That's horrible. You know, I wish a lot of us would live closer, especially you and a couple of other people that I'm close to the community with, because man, that'd be fun to be able to do shows with y'all.
Well, if I ever strike it rich on the lottery, I'd travel for shows. I actually would like to travel for shows
I
because
wouldn't mind getting a U-Haul and an RV. Number one, you'll save a lot of money on hotel room. It cost me almost $800 to do the Tennessee one for 4 days.
yeah, I'm glad you said that because I've had a few people in the comments. I had one guy who's you always have. I don't know about you, but I got a couple of obnoxious people sometimes, and I had one guy. What's that?
I get them.
Yeah,
Get rid of them quick.
I had one that was kind of, you don't go to shows anymore. I don't see those videos anymore. And I'll tell you why. I did the Ely, Nevada show in April. And, I just got laid off from my job in December. And the new job doesn't pay as much. So, I'm kind of having to adjust. And so I did the Ely, Nevada show because I knew what it meant to my group. And I calculated everything. That show cost me almost $1,000.
Oh,
And I can't justify spending that money no more.
yeah, I can't justify spending $2,000 to go to Tennessee anymore neither. That's how much it cost for me to bring my gang up there this last time. Yeah, I can't justify that. That is way too much money. If it would be just me by myself or just me and Tiff, that wouldn't be so bad, Me bringing the kids, they need to eat, gotta stop to get the food. And it wasn't just the food alone that cost so much. It's like the getting up there and then, I'm in a F150. So
Okay.
that thing don't give good gas mileage. I think I paid $400 on gas that weekend.
Well, see, that's something else we have in common. I've got an F-150 as well, and I think the best I can get is about 22 miles per gallon, which that's not that great.
No, it's not. Unfortunately, no. Dang, I thought I would get lucky and find the pieces that I need for that one that.
Hey, Enzo. Enzo, come here.
That's the puppy.
Yeah.
Sit. That's a good boy.
Sure. Yeah. How you doing? Sit.
I love dogs.
Good boy. Now speak. Speak.
And he's smiling.
You're a good boy. I'll tell you what, he was real fun to have around. Oh, thanks for sneezing all over me. I appreciate that. I'm wearing shorts.
They do that.
Yeah, he was a rescue, and I'll be honest, man. for the longest time, I didn't know if it was going to work out because, oh man, he used to just give me hell over the stupidest things, that dog. And I just didn't know if it was going to work. But you know what? He turned the corner. And
he realized that, hey, look, I'm not going anywhere, and this guy actually really cares for me. So maybe I need to stop acting stupid.
yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's a pretty good way to put it.
Because German Shepherds are very smart, and the reason why sometimes they'll act out, especially if they're like, oh, well, I might just be here a couple of months, and then he might get tired of me and get rid of me. They do that. They act like that because the fact is they've been, you know, I've seen people adopt pets. They go to a house and they get given up.
Well, and
no telling what happened to him before you got him.
Well, I do know a little bit. What I know is that my sister, she's the one that originally had him. And I don't mean originally. I mean, she's the one that got him from the rescue. And Enzo kept going after her goats, trying to kill them.
Oh.
And that's when my sister was like, well, I really can't keep him if he's going to be doing that. So she came to me and she's like, I don't want to send him back to the shelter. She's like, are you willing to take him? And I was like, yeah, sure. I'd be happy to have him. So, yeah, he was only with her a few weeks, and then I had him. So I'm sure that was going through his mind, you know, hey, am I really going to be here?
Yeah, I mean, you got to realize something. They're just like us. You get placed out of pocket. You don't know where you're at, man. You got to make sure, you know, your environment. He just wants to feel safe and loved. I mean, a little patience goes a long way with dogs sometimes, because guess what? That dog right there, no matter, I feel sorry for the person who ever tries to get inside your home illegally. Trying to get inside that house, because them canines, they don't play.
No.
But they could be the sweetest dog that you'll ever meet, or they could be your worst nightmare. And they're very smart.
Well, that's one thing that you know, here lately he's been showing that that protectiveness. And I was out in my shop, and while I was out there, the neighbor's 3 dogs had kind of snuck over here, and I didn't know. So I opened up my shop thinking that I'm just going to be leaving my shop, going in the house. And I stepped out, and there was 3 dogs, and one of those dogs is aggressive, and he came after me. And Enzo wasn't having it. Enzo stepped in between me and him and bit that dog and drew blood.
Oh, man. He wasn't playing. There you go.
Now, I did go over and talk to my neighbors and told them what happened. And my neighbors didn't get too excited about it. She was like, yeah, I'm sorry. My dog shouldn't have been out. And so it's not like there's bad blood between me and the neighbors. They're totally cool about it.
No, they just probably worried, you know, like, are you okay? Is your dog okay? You know?
Yeah, and they're aware that one of the, so they have the 3 dogs, and 2 of them, they'll bark at you if the mean ones bark and the aggressive one. But what's really funny is sometimes when they bark at me, I'll sit there and I'll call one of the dog's name. Her name is Elsa, and I'll call her while she's barking at me, and she'll stop barking, wag her tail, and come up to me. And I'm just like, yeah, you're really something to fear here.
It's just some dogs that are aggressive and some dogs that are. I got a buddy of mine that raises pit bulls, and those dogs are the sweetest things you could ever meet. And I'm not joking with you. They'll jump on you. They'll lick you to death before they growl at you. But just don't do anything stupid in front of them. I mean, you know, other than that, that's why I love dogs so much. Always have. I've had pit bulls, I've had chihuahuas, I've had golden retrievers. I've never had a German Shepherd, which I do love German Shepherds. I had a buddy of mine that had one. He was sweet. And sometimes it just depends on who's raising them too.
Well, you know something? You reminded me of a joke that I probably shouldn't say, but you know what they call a smart blonde?
I never heard that before, but okay, go ahead. I don't know.
A golden retriever.
That's horrible.
Yeah, that's just one of my jokes that I've acquired over the years.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I forgot a piece. Let me try that out. Well, this is going. I really like this build, man.
Looks like you're enjoying it.
Well, I shouldn't say it, but I bought a second one, and I'm going to cannibalize the second one so that I have a double door on this right here instead of having this like track right here.
See, I need to start doing my homework and my research on what I'm gonna do inside that city because I do want to rent train. I have the new passenger train. I have the older passenger train. I have two of the copies of those because one was for my dad. Broken bone bricks. Hello.
Oh yeah, Broken Bone. How you doing? Been a while.
And I just want to be able to incorporate it into the city. See, I wish I had the space you had. I told Scotty if me and Scotty would live close together, man. I told him, I said, dude, we'd have a place. We'd be renting something or we'd have bought a place by now. We'd having that Brixie square footage.
Yeah.
I think more square footage than he does, though.
Well, I have to say, you know, I realize that I'm really blessed to have the situation that I have.
Hey, man, don't feel guilty for it. That's all. You got it, bro. You living the dream, man. I won't be like you when I grow up. No, I'm just. He said, broken bone. Since I know you're not on the screen, I'm gonna read the chat for you. He said, sorry, I have been very busy lately, and we can.
Oh, hey man, it's cool. I just appreciate when you are here, man.
Yeah.
I'm being serious about that. I enjoy it when anybody can come here, and I want to show you guys if I can apply these stickers correctly, which I can't.
You know how to do stickers, right?
Using
You see the tap, the tip of this,
yeah,
of the brick puller, or anything that has a good little tip on it. You know, it applies them. Believe it or not, you can literally get them on there how you want. It helps out.
Don't tell Mrs. Tip about chips or tips or whatever, man. Don't.
Tips. Just the tip.
And for those of you who think I'm picking on her, if she was here, I would have said it to her face, and she would have laughed. Because seriously, I mean, sometimes when people hear my wife and I, they think, "Oh, you're being really mean to her." And let me tell you something. If you guys aren't around,
bro, you see, this is something that people need to understand. There's no jokes that are not allowed in the military.
correct.
And you do not have personal feelings. Otherwise, they're going to come after you, and they're going to tease you more, and they're going to get you more until you develop some thick skin.
That is all correct. And she can be quiet around you guys, but if it's just me and her and I say something, oh, she'll give me all kinds of hell and give it right back to me. It was funny because there was one time that I was joking around with my wife, and my sister, she thinks I'm kind of mean to her sometimes, and my sister said something to me, and then when I was on the phone with my wife a little bit later, Mrs. Chip started saying stuff back, not realizing my sister was on speakerphone, and my sister heard all of it, and she told my wife, she's like, "Damn, I didn't know you had a mouth like that."
Well, she's around military men, dude. That's just something that's been there for ages.
Yeah.
It's just like that. That's how it is. And it's funny. It helps the time go. It helps stress levels down. You know, sense of humor is a good thing in this world, especially with the world we live in now. You got to have a good sense of humor. Otherwise, it's going to eat you up.
Yeah.
Great Archimedes said, don't ever take life too serious because you're never going to get out of it alive.
That's a good saying right there. Never get out of it alive.
Yeah.
It's true. Well, I remember my kids, like, again, they think of Mrs. Chip as real quiet and that kind of stuff. And the second time I knocked that thing off. And I remember one of my kids, I ain't going to say which one because I don't want to embarrass them, but they were giving all kinds of excuses. And, you know, Mrs. Chip was just listening, you know, trying to keep her cool. And finally, out of nowhere, she just looks at the kid and she's like, "Shut the fuck up." And, and my kid was like, "Oh, I've never heard mom like that before." And I'm like, "Yeah, because around you kids, again, she tries to keep it, you know."
That army came out of her on that one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sure did. And
she ain't playing.
I messed up. I used the wrong piece. Let me see if I got it in here.
Military humor is one of the best humor.
So I forget, Cajun, if you don't mind, I mean, if you're not comfortable sharing, that's cool. But how many kids do you guys have?
32. No, I'm joking.
32. Well, I mean, it could be the old man or the old woman in the shoe.
You better get off her. How's that thing goes? For God's sake, man, get off her. You know, the one that has all them kids on the back of that meme. It shows all them kids on the back of the minivan, and
Yeah.
he writes in the dirt, "For God's sake, get off of her." No,
Well,
we have two, and I have from a previous relationship, I have a daughter.
Okay.
So I have three. Me and Tiffany has two.
Okay. Well, a funny story. When we lived in Germany, you know, you'd have to go up to the guards, you know, and show your, you know, your ID to get in every time. And what was really funny was in Germany, they have one kid, maybe two tops. I mean, they really don't have kids like we do here. And, you know, we had 4 kids. And there was one guard one time I pulled up and I gave him, you know, all 5 ID cards because my son wasn't old enough to have one yet. He just looks at the card, looks at me, and he goes, "Do you and your wife know how to do anything else in your spare time?"
I'd have been haunt. You heard that, Tim? Oh my goodness.
It didn't offend me at all. I thought it was hilarious.
I thought I would have like, you hear what I'm doing? That's what I would have did. I'd have been bright red though. I'd have wait, let them come to the States. Oh yeah. Well, we didn't have TVs back then. Mama, why y'all had so many kids back then? Because we didn't have any televisions.
So when's your next stream?
I don't know. Monday for sure. I think we're gonna go 8 Central, me and Scotty. I might do tomorrow, maybe one. I don't know when. If I do, It'll probably either be mid-afternoon or later that evening. See, this is what I used to do. This is the reason why people used to subscribe to me all the time was the simple fact is I would do what you're doing. When I felt like I went live, wanted to go live, I went live. If I wanted to go for 8, 9, 10 hours, I'd do it. I'd go 8 to 10 hours. Sometimes I did 18 hours for no reason. Just building, sitting there having conversations with people and having a dialogue, going back and forth. And and I enjoy it. I enjoy it. That's and one of the main reasons why I retired at the beginning of this year was I wasn't enjoying it anymore. I wasn't having fun. It felt like it was a routine, and it felt like I was trapped. So now it doesn't feel like that. So I'm having fun. I'm not putting any restrictions. I try to get the feel of the land, see who's live before I do it because I'm not gonna overshadow you. If you're live, I'm not gonna go live. Certain people I do that for because I'd rather hang out with that person instead of me going be live.
Yeah, no, I hear you on that, and I've gone through periods too where I've been burnt out, where it's not fun anymore. But the thing is with me is I always get back up on the horse, as they say, because at the end of the day, I'm going to be building this stuff whether I'm doing YouTube or not.
Oh yeah, you can either do it online or you're gonna do it offline. I even took a break from building. I just sat back, played video games, watched TV shows, hung out with the family for a couple of months, and not did anything. You know, um, I've been trying. That's one of the main things. The reason why I stopped working on the city was number one parts, not just that, but number one parts and running out of room, trying to reinvent, trying to figure out what I was going to do. And then now I got a game plan. So I kind of want to record everything for personal logs so I can go back on it if I need it. That's the main reason why I usually build stuff online is so that if something comes up missing or something like that, I have that as a reference.
Now, do you use the program Blue Bricks?
I like blue bricks.
Okay, yeah, because I like planning out. Like I don't use software to do my buildings, but like it allows you to put like road plates down and stuff. Um, and I do plan a rough layout of my city that way.
I've used it once or twice. Now there's another company called Blue Bricks that sells their own product. It's a different style of brick. Have you heard of them?
I
They're,
have.
I'm still curious to get one of their sets. I have one. I want a bigger set. I've seen them in person. I felt them in person. There's no distinguishing between them and Lego, and they're at a better cost. And what's the main thing? What's the main theme is that they have bigger modulars at a cheaper and affordable price that Lego would just rip you an arm and leg for. They got a hospital. They have schools modulars on their sites. They have Western themes. They have Star Trek. They have Fifth Element. These are all licensed that they paid for. You know, I want to do an order with them, but I haven't made my decision on what I want to do yet because they have the 18 van. They have Kit from Knight Rider. They have a bunch of different ones that Lego will never probably give us.
Yeah.
That's the main thing I've been looking at. That's just like my Arkham Asylum. That's 7,900 and something pieces that I had bought. That was from a different company that does their own designing programs. They have their own designer, and it came out to be a beautiful set.
Yeah, you mentioned a few shows there, Knight Rider and stuff. I used to watch that as a kid,
Me
and
too.
I wish Lego would come out with more stuff like that. But I'm glad to hear there's another company filling the void there.
You know, and it actually is quality bricks. Everybody that I've heard that order them, I have not heard any negative thing really about Blue Bricks ever. Hey, did you see that? They had a guy that put a video on here, man. Timu was actually selling the city sets.
Really?
The new ones from August 1st. They got a guy on there that got the new Harvard set for like $77.
You know, I did see that one, the Harbor.
It wasn't a scam.
No, you're right. It had Lego on right on the box.
Yeah, it was real. Because he thought he got scammed. He opened up those boxes last night to check them, and it was real Lego. It was Lego.
That's unreal. How did they get them early?
Most companies get them early. They'll have them sitting in back stock for months in advance. If they're like Target will get their shipment for August 1st. They've been had their shipment probably since maybe the second. Are we in the second week? Oh no, we're in the third week. So yeah, they probably had it since like the second week, just sitting in the boxes like Walmart. It's in their warehouses with the embargo dates on them.
Man. Well,
I had a buddy of mine that used to work at Target, and I had another friend that was in Bro Bridge that used to work at the Walmart over there, and he would tell me whenever everything would come in and when to come grab them if you wanted them early.
I have actually seen, you know, like when you go to stores and they lay out the boxes in the aisle and they're about ready to put them up. I've actually seen in the Lego aisle, it'll say like, don't release until August the 1st, but yet they have it sitting right there like on July 15th, like you're saying.
Right.
And my favorite is when Walmart puts out like the Speed Champions ahead of time. It really just depends on which cashier you get, because I've had them be like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't sell that to you. And then
self-checkout.
Well, there's that, and then sometimes I know the cashiers because I've been going there, you know, for a while, and she'll be like, "Hey, sweetie, how much is this supposed to be?" I'll be like $25, and they just put it as a miscellaneous $25, and I'm out the door.
That's good too.
But I don't cheat them, and I don't sit there and tell them a different price. I mean, I tell them what, you know.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna tell them a lie. I don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah.
Because that could come back and bite you in the butt. And I mean, they're helping you out, especially if they can't sell it, if it's popping up on their screen. You know? I think I'm gonna have to go get me another set.
Well, I'm gonna try to. I've got what 3-4 more bags after this. I am trying to get this done tonight. Because boy, I have so many sets I got to do. My backlog is unreal right now. I don't know. I've got a bunch of gift with purchases that I'd never put together, and I almost want to bust them open.
I got a bunch of those. I got that Lawrence home. I got a bunch of them, all the newer ones. I'm not ready to build them yet because I want to use some of them as to incorporate into a scene, you know, the city.
Yeah, well, there's quite a few of them. Like they did the Alien Diner thing. That was what was that? About a month, 2 months ago, and that one I'd like to modify and stick that in my city. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I have that slide one that I want to make into like kind of like a water park thing.
Okay.
I want to do a park.
Just like a regular park.
Mm-hmm. I think I might actually start on my Mills plate. I I don't remember if it can fit on 148 by 48 or do I have to do two? The fun stuff. I'll put this together.
So I think I told this joke on my last stream. I can't remember, so I'm going to repeat it. First of all, give you some context. My father-in-law, he used to be an attorney, and now he's a police officer. And but he still likes attorney jokes, so I told him this one, and that is, do you know what attorneys where to work?
No.
Lawsuits.
All that money, man.
Okay, let's see. Am I just going all the way across with these? If I am, I'll just. These instructions are kind of wonky, but yep, all the way across. I'm just gonna do it then.
This will not fit on a record. Either I'm gonna have to do 248 for, you know what, I'm just gonna bite the bullet and do it. I'm gonna do 248 by 48 from base plates. I'm just gonna bite that bullet.
You know, I've got a few of those. But speaking of base plates, hopefully the one I sent you arrives soon.
I appreciate that. You know you didn't have to do that. Thank you. I really do appreciate it.
Oh, hey, those brown ones, I know they only came in the one set, but I mean, being honest with you, I've been doing Bricklink since 2008, and so I literally parted out probably close to 100 of those detective shops, and sometimes pieces don't make it onto my store, if you know what I mean. And those brown base plates, only a few of them made it on the online. The rest of them, well, let's just say they made it in my personal collection.
I don't blame you. I gotta go grab another plate.
All right.
And I just moved all that stuff to the backpack part of the house.
All right, now we're getting to the interesting part, the underbelly of this. Okay. You know, seeing as I'm on the roof of this thing, you would think that there's not a whole lot left, but there's 3 bags after this one, so there's going to be quite a bit of detail here. And if you guys would, and you haven't already, please hit the like button. I really appreciate that. Every single like just triggers the algorithm to throw this out and put this in front of more people. And I do appreciate it if you do that. And if if you haven't subscribed and you want to subscribe, let me just gently nudge you over the edge there to do that. And also, Cajun Yeti has his own channel, and please visit him and subscribe to him as well. And in fact, I don't have the membership anymore because I let it expire, but I used to have the membership with StreamYard that people could cast simultaneously to their own channels. I'll see about bringing that back since I seem to be doing more and more of these live streams. All right, so we got some ventilation things up here. I think it looks pretty cool. Okay, so this says ×2, so I'm going to do them both at the same time. I don't like going back and having to redo stuff, so and flip through the instructions. So let me just go ahead and do that. Oh, and I meant to show you guys this too. First of all, it looks like I forgot a piece, so let me throw that on there before it becomes a problem. Okay, so there's this crane right here that goes up and down here, and for the weight limit, it says 50 bricks. Maybe we should do an experiment to see if that's true to form. We're going to create a new channel called Lego Mythbusters. No, I'm just kidding. No, I won't.
Call yourself Brickbusters. If you do Lego, and you get monetized, you're gonna get struck every time.
For doing what?
Having Lego in your channel. If you're gonna make a new channel, call yourself Brickbusters.
Yeah, I was saying we should do a Mythbusters with Legos. Because this right here says 50 bricks is the limit. And so I think we should test that out and create a new channel called Lego Mythbusters or something.
Let's see, how the heck am I gonna do this? Looks like I'm gonna have to put stuff underneath it.
So is Lego territorial about those who don't have their official recognition?
Well, they did kick off one of their artists for
Really?
using the minifig, yeah, and they worked for him. He worked for him. Yeah, they're very serious. They do that to people. They screw you over quick. They don't care neither. They don't care how long you've been loyal to them. They don't care. Yeah, Kevin Hinkle. They did that to him.
Dang.
I don't know if you know who he is, but yeah, they're very strict with their license. Well, it's only because the fact is they had to fight to get where they're at right now.
Yeah, I don't know a whole bunch about their licensing at all.
Dude, they didn't want them in the U.S. U.S. didn't want them here. It took a long time for them to be able to get the license over here to be able to sell Lego. They had to go through a different brand store or something like that to be able to get it here.
Yeah, I think it was the luggage company, Samsonite.
Yes. I think it is. My memory serves me correct. I don't know for sure, but yeah, it sounds about right because
You know, all that talk of food earlier, It just makes me want to run to Burger King after I'm done here.
DJ, have it your way.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. You can take one look at me and know that I don't win that fight against the temptation of going to Burger King.
Me neither. I bet here my wife's cooking. I can't resist. But I must. Get yourself a Whopper, broken bone. Said.
Well,
I don't know, I'm having trouble pronouncing it.
They used to have those mozzarella sticks, and now it's mozzarella fries, which is not much different. But I'm a sucker for those, and I love their onion rings.
We know how to make homemade onion rings. That's better than Burger. Man, I'm not gonna lie. My uncle can make some. Whenever he was alive, that man can make some dang good onion rings. Some of the best I've ever eaten in my life. I used to kill onion rings before I learned what acid reflux was.
Well, we got the roof on this thing.
You got the whoop?
We sure do.
Hit the whoop.
Oh, I guess we have a little shed in the back or something because this has got a door.
Bro, this is gonna use so many plates. I don't think I could go look up.
So, have I ever told you the story of how I met Mrs. Chip?
Nope.
Well, I basically met her through church.
That's a
And,
good place.
What's that?
I said that was a good place to meet her. I was being sincere.
Well, yeah, I met her through church, and putting it nicely, her dad's almost always liked me. Her mom never has, and I mean, her mom passed away a year ago, but
Sorry to hear that.
her mom never changed her opinion about me. She never liked me, and that's okay.
Should be out. So how did you? Oh yeah, y'all met in church.
Well, yeah. So a lot of people know this about me because I've shared it before. I grew up in a Mormon household. I'm not church going anymore. I still believe in God and everything, but I don't practice any sort of religion anymore. And
Me neither.
you don't either? Okay.
I don't practice religion.
So what had happened? I was your Mormon missionary, at the age of 19, and I got sent over to Cincinnati area, and that's where her family was living. And they were members of the church, but they didn't really go. And that's one of the things that missionaries do is they work with families or people who just aren't going anymore and try to get them to come back. And when I got to that area, the missionaries were already working with the family, so I met her through there. And I really wasn't looking for anything because as a missionary you don't date and stuff. So but I gotta admit, I thought she was pretty. And when I was done with my mission, I left. They transferred to another area. I don't know, I think it was 6 weeks before I was done. And so she was on my mind, and I got a hold of her. Well, actually, I should take that back. I really didn't get a hold of her because they had moved to Indiana. And so I tried calling them, and this is before cell phones. So I tried calling, and their number was disconnected. And I was like, oh crap, how am I gonna get a hold of them? And so I called around, and I finally found someone who knew where they went, gave me the new phone number. I called, and my mother-in-law said to me, when I asked where Jenny was at, she said to me, well, she don't live here no more. I said, okay, well, where's she at? She goes, you don't need to know. She hung up on me.
Damn.
Like I said, she never liked me. Well,
You could tell.
her mom was a teacher and her dad was a police officer. So I knew that she was going to be gone the next day. So what I did was I called back during the daytime when she was teaching school and the dad was home. And I talked to my father-in-law and I was like, hey, I heard Jenny, went off to school. And he goes, yeah, that's right. She did. And he's like, oh, do you want her number? I was like, yeah, I do. So he gave me her number. And I thought she was going to be like, who the heck are you again? Like, forgot about me. Because, I mean, we didn't start anything. We didn't have a relationship. So I didn't really think, she was going to remember who I was. But, man, when I called her, she was so excited to hear from me. And so I was like, I got a little bit of money. You want to come out to California? Because that's where my parents were living. That's where I was at. I was like, you want to come out to California for Thanksgiving? And I really thought she was going to be like, nah. But she was like, oh, no, I'd love to come out. So I flew her out to California. And we had a really good time together. And I knew that if I was going to spend any more time with her to get to know her, I was going to have to move to Ohio where she was at. And so I did. I moved to Ohio, and we kept dating, and we got married, and now we got 4 kids and 2 grandkids.
There you go.
And now we both don't go to church. So anyway, it worked out well.
I go to non-denomination. I'm not into the cult anymore. No, I'm joking.
Oh no, it's cool. I
tell people that because I was a Catholic, so I tell people I'm not a part of the cult anymore.
Well, I'll have to check.
Okay, just joking to all the Catholic folks out there. I'm just joking.
Oh no, you're fine. And I know it's a Catholic joke. I definitely can't say on here, so I'll text it to you later.
I could just about imagine what you do.
Yeah, I don't hold back on my jokes, do I?
Nope. That's okay. That's what I like about you. Same thing.
The only reason I hold back is I'm not trying to have YouTube throw me off of here. That's the only reason.
They're not gonna throw you off, man. They have people that do a lot worse than you could ever do. Trust me, I push the boundaries. You see my stream.
Yeah.
You know what type of stream I have. I used to be considered the Howard Stern of YouTube, of the legal community.
The Howard Stern, man. I haven't watched one of his shows forever. Is he still on the air?
Yeah. And it's wilder than ever, too. I like anybody that's not afraid to speak their mind. Because that's what we need.
And I agree with you. I'm tired of people being like, oh, I can't say that because it's like,
why not?
Say whatever you want.
You know how many people died so you can say that? I warn people, you can say whatever the heck you want. It doesn't mean the other person's going to keep their hands away from you. I mean, you can say whatever you want, but no, you should have the right to say whatever you want, no matter what, because it's your opinion. And people need to learn how to take jokes again. Oh, that's the crazy part. I've never thought we'd live in a society where I literally watched South Park all through my teenage years. And Family Guy, whenever they first came on.
Dude, I love Family Guy. his wife is so dirty. And I like how she likes to play innocent. I saw that one. No, she's not. And
she's far from Lois.
I saw an episode where the plumber shows up, and oh man, that was dirty as ever. The exchange between the two of them.
Bro. Some of the stuff is just like, wow, I can't believe they did that. There's some things I'll watch by them and some that I don't. Not everything. I don't find all their stuff. They have certain things that are.
John says cases are done.
Bookcases are done, man.
Well, my son Spencer watched South Park for the first time the other day, and I was telling him, I said, "Get ready, man, because Kenny gets killed almost every episode."
Oh, he started back from season 1.
Yeah.
Oh, goody! He's getting the real experience. Man, what can I say? Bless your heart, you're gonna learn today. So, what did he think of it so far?
Oh, he loved it. But I keep okay, well, maybe you can make the argument I'm not a very good dad, but I send him little clips of South Park every now and again, so he knew who the characters were, and he knows a little bit about their humor.
I don't know why, dude. I don't judge people. Like, I mean, your son's old; it's an adult age. I mean, hell, I let my kids watch it. Not that censored one, but
yeah, he's 20, so
we're just like watching the original Beavis and Butthead. That's right. I cannot disagree with you on that.
Oh, I love the original Beavis and Butthead. I mean,
I agree with that too. The original Beavis and Butthead was amazing. Yeah, cool. I am the great cornholio. Are you threatening me? I need TP for my bunghole. What the heck is a bunghole? You, sir, are a bunghole. That was funny. When they deported him, bro. I am from Lake Titicaca. Where the hell is Lake Titicaca? It's in Nicaragua.
Let me see if I can find this real quick. I sent this to Spencer a while back.
Bro, I love Beavis and Butthead.
Oh, let's see.
When they go to the Hoover Dam, is that a god? It's like, they roll for that.
I send so much stuff to Mrs. Chip, I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it.
You're fired. Go home. That's the funny part. I'm already home. How am I supposed to go home? I don't know. Figure it out. I think I'm finally going to use my 16 by 16 greens. Why not? Instead of using all this, might as well use these. Huh? I'm still going to have greenage. Like, they're going to be different colors of grass. Where you going, Goofy? I'll do it again. Man, I've seen so much stuff, so much stuff, so much bad stuff that'll make you shake your head.
Oh, here it is. Okay, let me see if I can. Okay. I know there's a way to do this. Let me stream. Okay, here we go. I'm going to present for a second here.
Where's that? Present arms. Yeah, he goes solo.
Okay, here we go.
He did that. Oh, wow. That's funny. That is hilarious. I did not think this through.
Oh boy, this is
Just don't beat up my plates. God.
so this is coming together. I really enjoy this build. It's
It looks like it would be a good build.
I'm just hoping that Lego does more, like more of these series.
That'd be a good idea. Really would be. I mean, what is round is this? Like number 5? Could you imagine if? Oh man.
Yeah, Lego did something weird. Like they started numbering it all over again, and this is called the Bricklink Designer like Phase 1. And if you look at the Bricklink website, they've got like series 1 through 5 up with the dates of when they're going to release them. So that they are planning on doing more. It's just I want them to keep going.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one, John. That would be cool. SpaceX, having some SpaceX sets. Oh, that did not come out right. I'm sorry. I couldn't get it out there today, Junior. Adam Sandler.
There's another thing, and I mentioned this before on another live stream. Is I really wish Lego would do Transformers, like just a whole bunch of them.
Yes, I want the Starship Falcon 9 and Falcon Heavy. That'd be cool. Sorry about the noise.
Oh, there we go. Let's see what we got here.
This is gonna eat up some plates. I might have to do an emergency order. I'm not thinking. You got to use hammers. That is those. Yeah, it wasn't going down. I like to make sure that the plates, whenever I'm doing the meals, that it's actually it sticks. You know, that's one thing you gotta make sure that it's sticking. I wonder how far I'm gonna be able to get with these things. I'm gonna have to see because I know I want to do green. I'm probably gonna use some of the green ones, the classic greens with the bright greens, mix it in. But I know I want to build this thing into it, like just put it down on top.
Now, did you acquire that Quickie Mart recently, or did you get it when it originally came out?
Recently.
Okay. Do you mind me asking what it runs for? Because that's one of those that I wished I would have gotten.
I didn't pay for it. I didn't pay full price. Let's say I didn't pay for what it's worth. Yeah, they're about $600-700.
Ouch.
Bricklink, I think they have one for $49 right now. I did not pay that for it because there was somebody that was going out of Lego. They wanted to go. They were leaving. So,
Well, that's one of those things too, like the old fishing store. I missed out on that one too.
And I love that build. That was such a good build. That thing's expensive right now. Yeah, actually, believe it or not, it might be cheaper to piece it out. You might have the parts. It's a bunch of sand green and tan. And it's a lot of common pieces now. But to have it in the box and with the instructions and everything like it came, yeah, you're going to pay for that.
Now, the instructions I have, I parted out a couple of them in my Bricklink store, and I set aside the instructions and the.
Build it before you put it into the Bricklink store.
No, I don't.
Oh man, you missed out on one of the funnest builds I've ever had, and I don't say that about a lot of Lego sets. But when I tell you that set was that was a good set. That was a real good set.
Yeah. Well, I did set aside the Anton's Bait Shop 2x4 little tile thing.
Oh,
And
if you got the, I don't think there were stickers. I think there was actually printed pieces in that set. So if you got the printed pieces and stuff like that for it, it shouldn't cost that much for you to re-brick that, like to take it out of your own collection.
yeah, and the only thing I might miss out on is the minifigures, but I don't really care because you can stick different minifigures if you want in the build itself.
The minifigures are not. There's maybe I don't think they're expensive. I think you're looking at maybe a $3, $4, maybe even a $5 is the highest one. If you really want those minifigs, dude, I hunt for stuff, man. I kid you not, I have to. It's the only way I can afford this hobby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's hammer time, John.
Oh, kick this.
So I'm going to turn this around when I'm done with it, but basically I'm just putting tile on the back of the shop, getting it ready.
Dang, I'm getting hit up. I'm popular. Since when?
So how long ago did you start your YouTube channel?
Cool. This account has been since 2013.
Okay.
I used to do voiceover stuff on YouTube back in the day. I never did it off of this channel, but I did it off of I did it off of somebody else's channel with Call of Duty, and then I'd go in there making voices and stuff like that, making people laugh. You know, it was a lot of good sense of humor. Talk crap to a lot of people, which was really funny. Yo, RC, what's up, man?
Hey, RC, how you doing?
Look, some of my games coming. I told some people that I was over here. I told only the special ones. I give you good company.
I love RC's name because, well, the first time I ever saw it, I knew exactly what he was trying to say. And I used to play this game called Kingdoms of Camelot. It was a, what do you call it? One of those Facebook games. And what was really funny is there was a guy on there who had his name as Richard Cranium. And so I've always wondered if that was him, but yeah.
You never know. He's sneaky. My kind of guy, Jeffrey, he says.
And RC, are you still building the city? Because I think the last time we talked, it's been several months, but you had said something. about
So
building your own city.
yes, sir. This city's amazing, man. Have you seen it? You know, I kid you not. How what he did, and how he built everything up to where he could fit everything. Yeah, he did a good job. And he has a monorail too. Oh yeah, my city is going strong, brother. He says. I kind of figured that.
All right, I'm gonna cheat on this because it is not working out for some reason. Oh, are you kidding me? Okay, that app's still there. Good. Uh, I hate how my phone put apps to sleep because it's like, what if I want to use them?
Hey, Cyber.
Cyber, how you doing, man?
He's one of my originals. One of the OGs of the young Yeti. He remembers the crazy streams I used to do. Yeah. I had a bad reputation on YouTube. Wait, I still do. Dude, I've pushed the limits on YouTube, man. I've only had one block stream. Just one.
What'd you do to deserve that?
Oh man, I can't say it because if I'd say it, you get it really it will strike your channel.
Okay, well, never mind then. Tell me later.
I'll tell you later. I wish I could tell the audience, but I cannot because I don't want Chip to get in trouble. That's the one thing I do know that you will get in trouble for. My kid's going psycho in the background. Yeah. You playing Minecraft?
Richard, I'm gonna be live. I got this bag and the next, and after that, I'm headed out. But I'd say probably another 20 minutes.
Oh, with him 5. He's a fast builder. Man, I remember when the first time you came on my channel, you're like, "Oh, I'm gonna go get a set and I'm gonna build it." Next thing I know, I look back up, you done build it. I'm like, damn, dude, no chill. You know what I'm saving all my white bricks for, right? Have you seen the rebrickable of the? I think it's almost 3 foot tall of the Marshmallow Man.
Yeah.
He's in scale. Yep. So I'm saving all my white bricks right now. Whatever I find, whenever I go, bricks and minifigs, pad wall, whatever, I'm saving all of them. I need to get the part out list for it. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy this check and start parting it out and start ordering piece by piece until I got everything I need. It's only $400 to port it out. Like if you didn't have the stuff, which for 4,000 and something pieces is not bad compared, especially with Bricklink. Because man, I've done lifts before and I poured stuff out and I'm like, whoa, that's way too expensive.
No offense, but these instructions on here are not the best.
He said, "Okay, man, no offense, no worries. That's cool. That's cool."
Well, for those who are just joining, I do want to let you know that I did buy a second one of this, and as you can see right here, they put just a single engine goes in here. But here we've got space that if I didn't want to do the railroad tracks that's going to be here, I could do another I guess, bay for the train engine. And that's exactly what I'm going to do with my second copy of this, because I'm going to put that on here, right
My
here.
my question is, can it be fitted with cross track?
I think I'm going to have to bleed over to another plate.
It's gonna have to be, huh? Or you're gonna have to. They got those couple of other. What is the name of them? They make the tracks that you need in the certain degrees and angles, and it's injected mold. It's just like the Lego. It's like Lego Factory, but it's the same quality of bricks and that. But they only mainly make. Hey, what's up, Cliff? Sorry guys, I was going for a bit. Broken bone breaking top.
Hey, Cliff, how you doing?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm working.
No, it's a potted.
Right now, I'm working on the backside of this little shed here. What you working on, Yeti?
Your nerves? No, I'm just joking.
That's a given.
No, I'm just picking. I'm actually pulling all these white bricks out of here, so I'm not tempted to use them.
Okay.
That one. They spray painted silver on this white brick. Okay, you're going in the mill plate. I still need to go through all my bulk that I have. Yeah, I got a 29-pound lot for $60. That's pretty good. I can probably sell the figures and make my money back for like 2 or 3 of the figures that was in that bulk.
The Tricks bricks, yeah, I've heard of that. One of my lug members likes the Tricks bricks.
There you go. That's the name of them. I knew Cyber would know. Cyber has a city. He does YouTube a little bit.
Oh,
He has
cool.
a nice city. He's a good dude. Okay. You build the Kobe military models? That's cool. That's cool, John. Nothing wrong with that. I've seen some of them, and some of them are pretty cool. I like the World War II ones that I've been seeing. I saw a Tiger tank, but that was pretty cool.
You know, I like those too. A friend of mine, Brent, he's one of my lug members. He built the miniature. What was it? The Gerald R. Ford aircraft carrier.
Mm-hmm. Well, I bet you that thing was nice. Was it big or was it a miniature scale?
Yeah, it was the nano scale, I guess they call it.
Okay, so it was nano. I want the USS Ohio. It's a $200 set. Wow. Yeah, I am building the F-22 right now, and I have the F-16 and the F-35. Wow. I've seen them bad boys in action. From a distance.
Way
distance. I've seen them take off. I've seen them, yeah, new. I don't want to be nowhere around. Ooh, man, it's been thundering out here. We getting somewhere. Yeah, I need to go through it, like get that part out list up and start piecing Start doing the count and see what I got extra in this stuff. I'm sure it ain't gonna take nearly this much to do it.
You know, I just noticed something, a mistake here. The instructions online are different than the one in the app.
That's crazy. That's insane, actually. Nice big tub of white bricks. Hopefully I can do it. I'm gonna try. Might have to move. Nope. Cannot do the 16s. Gonna have to do the 4x4s. That's not good. Might have to restructure all these.
Well, poor Enzo, he's over there sneezing.
Uh-oh. Allergies. I hate allergies.
Yeah, I think he's allergic to me.
Let me get rid of the human. That'd be funny.
I'm sure there's days he'd like to get rid of the human.
No, but then who's gonna feed him?
Well, I don't think he's thought of that through that far. Oh, really? This just sits. Like, oh, I wasn't telling you to sit.
Mrs. Jetty said they might have an update. Might have had an update on the instructions. That could be possible. I didn't think of that, Tiff.
Yeah. What's up, Spencer? Yeah, actually, I do want to go to Burger King. I've got one more bag after this one, and I'm free to go. Yeah. See, look, I swear, like when I'm doing this, the instructions already had me build the minifigures on the ones online, but now I'm here on the app, and it's having me build the minifigures after I've already done some of this work.
That's crazy.
What's that? Yeah, I don't care. You like that guy?
I do. It really reminds me of that anime.
Well, they have another one. Oh, so Spencer was asking if he could have Zane's mech from Ninjago in his room, which I don't care. But they actually came out with another one. I can't remember the name of it, but
They have another mech. Which mech is it?
hey, Spencer, can you bring that back here for a second? I don't know if you can hear me.
Oh, you didn't have to do all that. Which color is it? Red, green?
Oh, it's the white one?
Ooh. I have that one.
Oh, man, the app crashed on me. You got to, oh. So I hope I don't have to start all over.
I hope not for your sake neither. That sucks. They screwing the people over. Well, he's going to build it.
I'm sorry, what was that?
What's he going to build it?
Oh, no, I already built it.
Oh, he just wants it for a display in his room.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't think of the name of the movies. I think they're called Jolt or something like that. It was an old 80s, 70s film where the big robot wars and stuff like that happened. and they had the pilots in that. It's before like Voltron was a big thing.
Oh yeah, Voltron was
Voltron was huge. It's an old movie. It's from the 80s. I can't think of the name. I cannot. I have the movies. They're sitting right across from me. It's one of my things back in the 80s.
I realized the other day that maybe Spencer had a little bit too much of a sheltered life. And I say that because we sat down and watched The Phantom Menace, and that was his first time he ever seen that.
Whoa, really? You ever seen the other Star Wars movies?
I don't know. But you know, when you're a mean parent, you keep your kid locked in the closet all the time. That's what happens.
Damn. That's horrible. That really happened?
I swear, I never did that.
Poor kid. That's horrible. Reminds me of The Pest with John Leguizamo. I called him Cato. It's a joke. My dad used to put me in the closet with a boa constrictor. You ever seen that movie with John Leguizamo?
I have not.
Oh man, that is a classic. It's one of those movies that are funny, that are stupid, but they're funny.
Those are the best kind right there.
We're men, manly men. We're men in tights. I can see. Nope. I was wrong. Bro, that movie there, Milton Berle's a trip, man.
So, have you seen that old movie, The Gods Must Be Crazy?
No.
Now, that's a movie that doesn't get enough credit, let me tell you. It's one of those low-budget films, and there's
like Love at Stake.
What's that?
Love at Stake.
No, I haven't seen that one.
That's an old movie, but it's one of them movies that are that nobody's ever heard of, pretty much because it was low budgeted. That movie though.
Well, The Gods Must Be Crazy is a movie where there's an old what do you call it, propeller plane, and it's flying, over Africa, and they decide, one of the passengers decided they don't want their Coke bottle anymore, so they throw it out the window, and it falls and it hits one of these tribal kids in the head, and causes a pretty serious welt on his head. Well, they don't understand what a Coke bottle is, so they think it's evil, and the elders tell this guy that he needs to go get rid of this Coke bottle. And so this lonely tribesman's going around trying to figure out how to get rid of the Coke bottle and give it back to the gods. It's just a really stupid low-budget film, but it cracked me up because just the humor in it's so stupid, it's funny.
Those are the best movies.
It really is the best, I think, those kind of movies. I mean, like, the movie Blazing Saddles, the one that no one
Hey, boys. World of women.
Well, it would fry most people's brains if they watch that one. But
I love Blazing Saddles. That movie's hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, Mel Brooks, he's really talented, man.
Yeah, he really is. Made a Schwartz be with you. Yogurt.
That's
Man,
really,
how many a-holes are in here? We are all a-holes, sir.
what's your name? A-hole. I know that. What's your name? That is my name, Major A-hole.
Oh man, I'm surrounded by. Woo, that movie, those movie there's man.
Ludicrous speed now.
Ludicrous speed.
Oh yeah, it's the Virgin alarm that's set to go off before you do.
Those movies are bad, but they were funny. That's what made them.
No, sir. I did not see you play with your dolls again.
Took out a can of air out of his desk just to smell air.
Yeah, that's the best.
They don't make them like that no more.
They don't.
And that's sad too, because man, we grew up with that. We grew up with those beautiful movies, you know. Those movies were amazing.
Well, Mel Brooks has got another one, History of the World Part 1.
That one I heard that's funny.
That movie is absolutely crazy funny. Like I love the part when they got the Roman what do you call it? The Roman Senate. They're like, are we going to build this or housing for the poor? How do you vote? And in unison, the whole Senate's like, fuck the poor.
Oh, damn. I can hear it. I can see that. One of the best Mel Brooks movies of it.
Well, that's another one of those movies that I don't think they can make today because they've got a scene with the black guy who's a slave in the Roman market, and I think people would just lose their minds if they saw that. But the thing is, I mean, I'm not trying to justify anything. I think slavery is wrong, but for us to imagine like it never happened, that's stupid. It did happen.
Well, they say that if you forget the past, you repeat it.
Yeah, you're doomed to repeat it.
You're doomed to repeat it. I've always heard that, and I believe it, and I agree. If we're not careful, we're going to repeat.
And I'm not trying to glamorize, what happened when I talk about it. I'm dead set against it. But it did happen, and it's part of our history, and it's a blemish on our history.
The good thing is we were able to write. We were still early of another country to where they corrected the wrong that they were doing. You know, they were able to correct the wrong, so that's why the reason why they got rid of it. Damn. Oh no. What fell off? No.
Let's see.
Oh, that's where it came from.
I think this is the longest live stream I've ever done. 2 hours. My goodness.
That's long.
Well, for me, it is.
I feel sorry for your wife. No, yeah, I'm just joking.
No, you're fine. I was going to make a similar joke, but
You didn't know what to say.
well, I'm trying to figure out how to phrase it or how to word it.
You trying to be good.
but you beat me to it, so that's awesome. Um,
My mama said I was special. I believe it.
I am kind of sad that this thing did not come with a train, though.
Well, look at the price of these things and compare to, they gotta try to sell them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right about that.
I mean, look at the price of trains that are just by themselves now. You know, I wish they would come back to how they used to have they used to have it split up from city with trains, and they'd have their own line of things. I wish they would do that again because we would have the like the Santa Fe. They could have came back out with one of those. There's so many different ones they could have, they could have acquired. Especially the cars and stuff like that.
Yeah. And I agree with you. I like the Santa Fe line. I thought that was really cool.
See, the one that I really want, and I can't afford it, is that blue cargo chain that blue cargo train that they had a couple of years ago. Well, not a couple. It's been longer than that by now. But yeah, that blue cargo. I think it was 12 that came out. That one right there. I really want that one. I don't care about the cow. I just wanted the train.
Yeah, that cow was a nice touch to it, though. Little cattle car they had with that.
I thought about trying to part it out, but then I saw that they had exclusive windows, exclusive doors in it, and I'm like, yeah, no, thank you. Now I could have been bought just the engine off of eBay because they had it. They have a good price off of eBay. Not that bad.
Well, I have
It was $100 and some dollars, but it wasn't terrible. It wasn't that bad. I spent $100 on it.
The Emerald Knight is the same for me. Where
oh man,
I wanted to do more cars on it, but them windows are the only set they came in, and they're like $1 something. Well, they were. I don't know what they are now. They were $1 something a piece.
That's those tan windows.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. I've seen them in person. I've seen that train in action in person at a show. Man, yeah, I agree with you. I love that set. I really do. I might get that blue one day. I'm gonna have to rob a stagecoach.
Yeah, I have the engine and one car, but that's all it came with. And I was always hoping I could go back and, do some more to it. But I'll be honest with you, I just have so many other priorities. I don't think I'll ever get to it.
You see that blue one?
The which one?
The cargo blue one that came out a long time ago. That one, I've actually seen that in person.
Are you talking about the one that looks like a diesel engine, or the really old one, the 9-bolt?
No, it's the diesel engine.
Yeah. That is a really good one.
That's not bad. 217.
How much is that blue cargo one going for?
about to check it right now. Bricklink. Well, all of your information is stored. There it is. 60052. Not all. $275. It's not bad. They went down.
Well, that's good.
Because the last time I saw it was like 4 something sealed. This one's sealed for $275. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. This one's used for $275, but that don't bother me. As long as the pieces are in good condition. As long as I get everything, you know, you got that octane truck that comes with it. You get that little forklift. I really want this set. I might do it. I might pull the trigger on it. I've been wanting it. I've seen it in person. Yeah, we were stopped at a red light and I saw it. Thought it was pretty cool. I mean, not a red light, crosswalk.
Well, I was thinking about making a red light district in my city. They actually, I don't remember the website. My friend Jim, AliExpress, that's what it was. My friend Jim found some, and they actually do make custom minifigures that are pole dancers.
Oh, yeah. I've seen them. You didn't discover something new. That's been there.
I'm just a little slow to it, that's all.
BDSM workers.
But you know, tying back to that movie I was telling you about, History of the World Part 1, it has a part where Mel Brooks is at Caesar's Palace, which is the actual place they called for the emperor, and you know, playing off of Caesar's Palace in Vegas. Well, when he's doing it, he's like, he's you know, doing a comedic act for the emperor. He's like, you know, us Romans, we got a god for everything, and he goes, we don't, but there's one god we missed, and that's for the god of premature ejaculation. I heard. He's like, I heard we don't have him, but he's coming fast.
That's horrible. Oh my god. Oh my goodness.
Well, then he makes a joke about Christians. He's like, did you hear about that new sect called the Christians? They're so poor. How poor are they? They only have one God.
This thing goes out on a stick. I'm gonna have to do it separate. I only got one God. I mean, duh. Why's everything falling out of this thing? Yep, I know the side of AliExpress.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with AliExpress. That's a good website. And now it does take forever when you order on there to get it in.
Sometimes. I've had stuff shipped to me from there. Like I got some custom minifigures from off of there, like the Power Rangers, and that they came out really good too.
Well, I am happy to hear that. Okay, I'm gonna tell them myself here. I did buy from AliExpress last year, and it was a minifigure who had a bunny rabbit, a double bunny rabbit on her chest, and the way they put the nose, it looked like boobs. And I bought that for Mrs. Chip, and she's got those minifigures.
That's funny.
I mean, I'm sure y'all don't want to know this, but I mean, we didn't get 4 kids by accident, so you know.
Why was an accident? You messed up, bro.
Yeah, I didn't mean to. Sorry.
What you doing, Tiff?
Oh, come on. I can't be missing these pieces. I'd have to go out to the shop and get them. Which reminds me, I'm usually out in the shop every day. Today, I was not out in my shop at all.
Chip before. Like this.
Cool.
Oh, boy. I think I messed that up. Oh, no, I didn't. There we go.
That's all my kid ever wants from me is food. Not say, hey, Dad, how you doing? I love you. No, but say, Dad, hey, can I have a bag of your chips? Hey, Dad, can I have this? Hey, Dad, can I eat some money? Hey. Don't look like a damn bank to you.
All right. Well, since I've already been a potty mouth tonight, I'm going to have to tell you a joke.
Well, here we go. It's going to get bad.
So when people ask me where I'm from, I always tell them my dad's nuts.
Bro.
And I swear it's got to be the left one because I ain't right.
I've never heard that. That's wild, bro. I've never heard that. Mm-mm. This dude, bro. That's funny, Chip. That's actually funny. That's a good joke. Look, Mrs. Yeti, LOL.
That's all I got is bad jokes.
Ain't nothing wrong with him. Well, what you expect? It's a sure an ugly process to put this thing on a mill's plate, but I'll be happy when it's done.
And you're doing a 48 by 48 right now?
Yes, it's gonna be a lot of brick, man. I'm probably gonna go through all my green. I'm probably gonna have to order more. I'm hoping not. I'm hoping that I can substitute some with some 4x4s with the No, come on. Now what's that?
I love this telephone pole. I'm gonna have to copy this.
You love them poles.
Well, not the pole, telephone pole. Yeah.
Next thing you know, he's gonna be building a casting couch.
Well, if it was my friend Jim, I would tell him it's okay, Jim. I don't judge.
I don't judge. We don't judge. Wait, what today is? Yeah, we don't judge. No. Dude, all that stuff is falling out of the Simpsons. So I hope I can fix it.
You know, the other day I started shooting a video out in my shop, and
No, just joking.
well, no, not that kind of video.
Yeah, I
I
know.
had the
I know what video you're talking about.
I had the garage door open and the rolling garage door, and this bird flew in just as I started my thing, and I had to get rid of him because it was making too much noise. So I got a BB gun out there. And,
Wow. Poor bird. I wasn't looking at his neck. Because it's strawberry.
well, the thing is, like, the BB gun, it's spring loaded, not CO2, so it's kind of hard to to aim with it.
Good poor bird. Oh, bye-bye.
Well, I missed a few times because I would hit the side of it, and I'd hear the metal. And then one time I shot And well, I didn't hear metal, but I saw some feathers. He left shortly thereafter, and I was able to continue filming. Does that mean I got to put a disclaimer in my videos that there were animals hurt during this filming?
No, because you didn't actually hurt the animals on the live stream. This dude's gonna have PETA after his ass. What happened to Chip? Oh, he disappeared. They got him. They got him. That's funny. All right. PETA coming after him, but that'd be funny if you put that disclaimer in there. They really would.
Well, you know, it would upset some people, but
oh well. Life is hard. Get over it. Have fun. We don't live forever, so have fun while you're here. Smile.
well, I was just going to say that I don't consider those people friends. I'm just kidding.
I don't either. Hey, we got more things in common than we know. Bless you. Bless you.
I never thought I'd be so happy to almost see the end of a build.
Good night, Dad.
Good night, Rylan. See you tomorrow. Remember, we're waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning. No, I'm joking.
Well, it's better than putting your kid in the closet.
Stop telling people that. Boy, they gonna really think you did that. They gonna really think you did that crap.
So you probably missed it, Spencer. I was telling him how we watched that Star Wars film the other day and how that was your first time watching it. And he asked the question, where you been? And I said, well, that's what happens when you raise your kids, lock them in the closet all the time.
That's horrible. Why you do that to him? Damn shame.
And I don't care if I'm the only one that says it. I think I was a good dad for my kids.
I think you are. You wouldn't be joking like that if if that really would have been happening. You wouldn't say that on here.
Oh, I would never admit if it was true.
All right. I wouldn't either.
The statute of limitations on that was a long time.
I was like, yeah, your bitches can't get me. That's funny.
I'm almost done, Spencer. I know they close at 11. Oh, I'm hungry too, man.
Yeah, finish it off or leave it for another stream or finish it off camera and show it in your video.
Oh, no, I've only got like 30 pieces left and I'm done. So I'm just going to cook this thing right out.
I miss our old country whenever the stuff was always open. Those days are long gone.
They are.
It's okay, though. We'll just miss them.
So Yeti, not on here, but I need to talk to you about Rumble, man. I learned some stuff today about Rumble that you definitely probably want to know. So maybe sometime in the next week or two we can talk.
All right, that sounds good. Sounds good. Oh. That sounds good to me.
You know, I'm sure glad I didn't go with my original idea.
Oh yeah, what was that?
My original idea was to build the Parisian street whatever thing, and it's got 1,000 more pieces than this one does.
Cool. And yet you haven't eaten dinner yet? Yeah, you're wild. You crazy, man. I've eaten dinner.
No, well, I did a live stream earlier, and then after the live stream, I was so tired I went to sleep, and then I woke up, and I had messages from people saying, "Hey, when are you gonna do your live stream?" I'm like, "Ah, man."
They were looking for you. It happens like that. Especially on YouTube.
I have to admit, I got some pretty good people that subscribe to my channel. They're fun people.
We try to make it fun. I think I got this mapped off right to where it could just stick. I don't have to worry about it. I'm gonna blow this out the way, make sure where I want to put it. Oh yeah, I know where you can put it.
So, Yeti, tell people where they can find you, man.
Well, I got YouTube, the Cajun Yeti, like you see around my name. There you go. That's where I'm at.
And do you do much on Instagram?
The Cajun Yeti in 1982 on Insta. Every now and again.
All right.
Appreciate it.
And I appreciate you. It's been fun having you on here.
Yeah, I've had fun today. This was fun.
Hopefully we can do this more often.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, here we are. Oh, yeah. I say here we are and I break a piece. All right.
Well, that's good.
Here is the train shed in all its glory.
Should stick a big screen.
I really like this. This is way too cool. I love the add-on shed. I love the little exhaust fan right here. They put on there. The exhaust right here. The stop. And you got, I don't know what this is called, but that's pretty cool.
John says you guys are hilarious. Thank you. Hey man, if you can't live your life having fun, then what's the point?
Oh, I agree with that too. You got to let loose once in a while, at least.
Have to. You have
Well, thanks again, Yeti. I'm going to sign off and get me something to eat. And you guys, thank you. Subscribe,
thank you.
comment, like. And I'll catch you guys later.
Love, peace, chicken grease.
Yeah, love, peace, and chicken grease.
There you go.